Hi guys, it's Chris from Defy the Ocean. I'm back with another reaction, and today we're doing Humanity's Last Breath, their brand new single, which is, let me see if I can pronounce it correctly, Vittring. What do I know about Humanity's Last Breath? I know that, and this is going to upset people when I say it, but I remember when their first album came out, and I remember thinking it looked like two little kind of testicles on the front. So that's how I remember Humanity's Last Breath, with two little testicles on their first album. I have listened to the subsequent albums as well. The Tester and Abyssal, I think it is. I've enjoyed all of them. I know that Buster Odeholm of Humanity's Last Breath, the guitarist and the producer and the mixing engineer and the mastering engineer, and the drums. Does he play the drums as well? His ethos when it comes to this band is to write evil sounding music. And, you know, for all intents and purposes, everything that they've produced up until now definitely fits that criteria. I love the style of riffing that Buster has developed. Like, it's really, really interesting. And I don't know if it's a product of the fact that he plays the guitar, like a right-handed guitar, in a left-handed way, so that the lower strings are at the bottom and the higher strings are at the top. It may have something to do with it, but he's definitely developed a style of riffing which has influenced gent and deathcore pretty substantially, I think. So it will be really interesting to see what their latest offering, Vittring, has to offer, so to speak. It's also worth mentioning that when I did the interview with Alt last week, and Buster had produced their EP, one of the things that he said, maybe in jest to the Alt boys, was, "Oh damn, I'm going to have to go back and remix the Humanity's Last Breath stuff because your stuff sounds so good," and it did sound good. So I've really got high expectations of this in terms of sound, in terms of production, and in terms of the riffing. So without further ado, let's bring it up and let's give Humanity's Last Breath, Vittring, a go. Let's hear it. Turn it up a bit. Graphic imagery, here we go. The sounds he gets out of the guitar, man. Definitely atmospheric. Pretty sparse as well. I'm loving the voices, really haunting. Kind of get this you kind of get this Meshuggah-esque kind of rolling feel to the whole thing, right? It just kind of drags you along, and you're kind of discombobulated by the odd time signature, or the odd stabs of the guitar, and just the toms, the rolling sound of the toms is kind of pulling you along, and this kind of like wave-like feel. It's nice. Definitely very atmospheric though. Very dark, very atmospheric. Definitely ticks the evil box so far. But it is building. It's those deep growls, man. There was just a bit of melody in the riff there, just a da 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 da, and then back into the. It's really teasing you. It's really just kind of giving you a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. And my feeling is it's gonna fucking go somewhere big. Here we go. Drums have changed into a straight beat, right? To kind of capitalize on the we've arrived somewhere, right? Oh, what are they snorting, man? You know what it is? You know when you get your guitar and your strings have been on too long, and you kind of you can scrape the strings, and you get that black stuff. That's probably what it is. The moral of the story is to change your guitar strings. A little hook. There's some classic Buster riffage there. Oh. These guys are really kind of like the kings of this spasmodic sound, this kind of sound that really kind of doesn't let you get comfortable. It just kind of creates this growing unease, right? And it does it both in terms of the heaviness of the guitars and the heaviness of the instrumentation, but also in the space between that heaviness. That's kind of... It's like people are... If you make something 100% heavy 100% of the time, it no longer has its impact, right? No, it's no longer as impactful as it could be. But if you leave space, when you bring in those guitar stabs, when you bring in those heavy drums, that's when it begins to really highlight its impact against the quietude, right? I mean, there's just fucking a lot of vocals and a lot of drums and a lot of atmosphere. Oh my god. Hey bro. Chill, bro. Well, I can't say I really understood the video, to be honest, but I think that's incidental. Really interesting. I think it deserves another listen because of just the type of just the type of song that it was. It wasn't an all-out banger. It was really heavy on the atmosphere. It was really trying to deliver an unsettling feeling, both in terms of the imagery of the video, in terms of the musicality, in terms of the heaviness, in terms of the vocals. Everything was there to kind of unsettle you. Now I'm wondering what Vittring actually means, if it's a Swedish word. Yeah, let me know. Really interesting. Really keen to see where the rest of the album is going to go, and what this kind of looks like in the context of the album. I'm wondering if this is going to be one of the more atmospheric tracks, or if this is going to be one, you know, the other tracks are going to be even more atmospheric than this. Towards the end there was just an incredible amount of space. You know, you're just hearing the drums and the atmosphere, the atmospheric guitars and the synths, and, you know, the ghost notes of the drums coming through perfectly clearly, with these kind of occasional stabs, you know, of the guitar, like brutal, distorted stabs of the guitar. Very interesting stuff. Yeah, I mean, they've done it again. They have produced exceptionally heavy yet interesting music, and I look forward to more. Good. If you enjoyed that reaction, please think about subscribing and joining the Discord channel below. We like to talk about all types of music, from alternative through to black metal and everything in between. So if I don't see you there, I will see you in another reaction video very soon. Have a wonderful evening and take it easy.